tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
Down to the 42, second down. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Look at this Baltimore defense. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
So he thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that the coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
At the 47-yard line.
Jackson running again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Jackson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
An option give now to Mitchell. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Well, this defense for the Giants much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield. And what we're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Jackson on first down. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown, and that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This from 42 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They're going to look to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here. Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-0 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 56 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. In motion right, Campbell. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The Giants are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss 2, and it brings up 4th.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Saquon Barkley denied on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He completes it to Jones. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Jackson. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. With it is Jackson. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. What if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone?
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And now here come the Ravens.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
2nd and 6.
Back to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Once again, it's Mitchell.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
No break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3.
And we welcome you back now alongside alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
2nd and 9 now. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 93 yards rushing now for Barkley. It's a first down. In motion right, Campbell. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
He was brought down at the 26. A 2-yard gain on the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the first down.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They were certainly in field goal range, opted to go for it. Hey, they were able to pick it up.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, but look at it this way. The kicker had missed one before, so they decided to stay out and go for it, and it worked. But now, just one missed field goal and you're not trusting him? He'll be visiting a team psychiatrist this week because he's going to want some answers about why they wouldn't put him back out on the field.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. Bullock's kick is good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receiver...
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third.
It's now 3rd down and 7.
Here's Jackson to throw. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 128 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And Saquon going to have a Giants first down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30.
Again, it's Barkley. Down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Set to kick off.
If you've been waiting all day for Sunday night, it's been worth the wait. All tied here in the 4th as the kick is away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson.
And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Saquon Barkley and the Giants offense set to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to get in the end zone again, and the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down. You've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
That's pulled in at the 32. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
That is caught. Bateman, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. Here's Jackson.
Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
But just a gigantic play here, both sides. This is 3rd and inches. They run over center with Mitchell.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Tucker on for the field goal. A 60-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Well, he might be the best kicker the game's ever seen, and we've seen him hit from 66, which is the all-time record. But anything 60-plus, that's a very low percentage kick. Don't tell him he doesn't believe it. But this one winds up no good.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Hey, officer, hot!
One last shot for Jackson. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so back.